So there was a private call between Republicans. In fact, it was a Republican National Committee conference call, and a reporter on Yahoo News was accidentally invited to it, which lets us know the mindset of what the Republicans are thinking. It's fantastic. And it turns out that they were strategizing on how to attack President Obama. And one of the strategists, Nicholas Thompson, and he's the VP of a polling firm named Terrence Group, said, quote, "We're hesitant to jump on board with heavy attacks." He continued to say, "There's a lot of people who feel sorry for him." So this is interesting, right? Because they say, don't go after him personally. It doesn't poll well. Americans think that he is not doing a good job. That's indicated in their polls. But that he's an honest guy who just happened to be caught in a bad situation, maybe not up to the job, but that he has no bad intentions. So if you attack him personally, they don't like that because they think that he's a good guy, right? So it's an interesting note that they're saying do not attack him personally, which I'm sure will throw the Republicans off their game a little bit. They're like, I don't understand. There's no off button on my attack switch here, which is what all they have in the Republican playing field. But then the second part of that quote was also a little devastating. Let me say that again. There's a lot of people who feel sorry for him. And if you're running for president and you got a lot of people who feel sorry for you, I don't think that's a good thing. I mean, they might like you, but if they feel pity for you, that does not bode well for your re-election chances. Now, as we've talked about a million times, Barack Obama is the luckiest politician in the history of mankind, so he might get the gift of having to run against Newt Gingrich, who is disastrous, who today said, hey, you know what? Maybe I won't have underage kids working in coal mines. Are you not merciful? So he might get that unbelievable gift of running against that loathsome guy who it's nearly impossible to lose to, you would figure. All right, but Ari Fleischer said something else that was interesting in the call. And if you remember, he was the press secretary for Bush. He said, you know what, we shouldn't let the Democrats characterize Mitt Romney and Newt Gingrich, who are the two leading candidates at this point, as flip-floppers. He said, I don't like playing defense. We need to go on the offense. I'm like, all right, here we go. This sounds like a Republican call, right? And they said, we should say that Obama's a flip-flopper because he is. And then he made a pretty compelling case for it. He said, here are the things that he's flip-flopped on. Opposing tax increases for those making less than $250,000. It's true. Opposing Bush tax cuts. True. He's flip-flopped on all of those. He has accepted the Bush tax cuts. People making over $250,000 are getting more money. Opposing raising the debt limit. He raised the debt limit. Opposing a health care mandate, which was originally a Republican idea, and now he has accepted the health care mandate. And when this news broke, Ari Fleischer, instead of trying to deny it, called up Yahoo News and he said, I got more where that came from. He said he also contradicted himself on constitutional rights, condemning Bush on warrantless wiretaps, indefinite detention, secret renditions, and keeping Gitmo open. He's doing all of those. You know, I'll take Gitmo out of the equation because he tried to close Gitmo and the Republicans wouldn't let him. But the rest of the stuff, he voluntarily did exactly what Bush was doing and exactly what he said he wouldn't do. So Ari Fleischer is right about that. And he said giving lobbyists to work at the White House after saying they wouldn't work there. That's also true. Refusing public financing in 2008 after he vowed to accept it. Also true. Now, so that leaves you with a couple of obvious insights here. Number one, will they go after Obama for being a flip-flopper? You betcha, of course they will, right? Second of all, look at what they're charging him with. Almost every single one of those instances is when Obama, instead of doing his campaign promise, went and did what Republicans asked him to do. Whether it was keeping Gitmo open or the warrantless wiretaps or the Bush tax cuts, in every single instance when he said to the Republicans, okay, you win. Now the Republicans in a secret call are saying, ha ha, now we're going to use it against them. Yeah, it's only something that I've been saying for how long now, guys? 3 years, 8 years, as long as we've been doing the show. If you agree with a Republican, they will use it against you. How do you not know that? And now they're going to say, all the things we pressured him to do, now we're going to call him a flip-flopper. Yeah. But you know what? Obama had it coming because he did flip-flop on those issues, and he did agree with the Republicans when he had no reason to, and he did break his campaign promises. And that's called consequences of breaking your campaign promises. So that's what Obama's got to look forward to in the upcoming campaign.